Hello and welcome to my YouTube page. This is Abiku Watch. You kindly subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section, and also kindly share the page as well. But most importantly, recall to subscribe. Um, I'll talk about Manchester United. Um, well, nothing has changed. There's no need to hold a pen. Nothing has changed. Nothing would ever change. Um, because the coach is not taking hard decisions, because the coach chooses to play players who are not natural in some positions which natural players should play. He always has an excuse for that, and there's nothing exciting about Manchester United. Talk about the Manchester derby, and I feel Manchester City even slowed their tempo down. They initially had wanted to respect United, but they realized that they wouldn't want the game to paint a picture that it was so clear and evident that they didn't want to play the game themselves, and it would have been a boring derby. So they needed to put on the fifth gear, if not the fourth gear, to get in some goals. Interestingly, the back line was not really organized, properly organized. Especially the laterals was very super weak. It's as if week in week out there's another problem that's we identify with Manchester United. Similar problems, I should say. If it's not the midfield, it's in defense. If it's not defense, it's in the offensive areas. Marcus Rashford still is not hitting his peak. The coach still keeps playing him. Listen, for Eric Ten Hag to succeed as Manchester United coach, this is the time he needs to take huge decisions. I talk about huge decisions. I talk about decisions that will help him stay on as a United coach for some time. He's not done that. I feel if Marcus Rashford is not performing, United needs a creative player who would be linking up play with Ashmo Shulun. And a player in Christian Eriksen can play in that position right behind Ashmo Shulun, and make sure he gives him the clinical passes because he's a good passer of the ball. Puts Bruno Fernandes on the left flank, bench Marcus Rashford, and let it help in acceleration of the game. We know that of course Casemiro is out, and for a while he'll be returning soon, and I mean the pair of um, McTominay and Amrabat should be spoken to play that pivotal role that United will want to play. But there was nothing exciting about the weekend's game. There was nothing exciting for Manchester United. They decided to play in the first 15 minutes some good football, but after that it didn't sit in well. I mean, nothing seemed to click. United are unable to put 10 passes together, and I blame the coach. I put it at the doorstep of the coach because the coach calls the shot. And look at Anthony's mannerism when he came on. Look at it. Are you frustrated than the guys who've been on the pitch for 90 minutes? Are you much frustrated than them? You are giving direct instructions to come and do on the pitch of play, and you need to be guarded to make sure you do that. And um, I mean, yeah, people have called for time for the coach, but if he's not taking drastic decisions, I feel he will be hit by the United hierarchy. Now, it took players who he had criticized largely to deliver for him the game before the Manchester derby. But you could quite see that players are just not up to the task. They lack a bit of discipline. They lack a bit of consistency, a large number of consistency. They lack um they they lack the zeal to put themselves in the game. You watch United when they lose the balls, and it's abysmal how to connect. And some players will want to be selfish because they feel the ball wouldn't be passed to them. So when they get the ball, they should also. We saw that from Scott McTominay. We saw that from Ashmore Julian. We've seen that from Marcus Rashford. We've seen that from Bruno Fernandes. It keeps on. It's a cycle. Finish running through the club. And that's the big question mark. Is why questions needs to be asked. What's happening at Manchester United? What is happening at Manchester United? We rant and keep ranting on and on and on, and the solution seemed not to come. I put it at the doorstep of the coach because when he came in at first, there was still problem. There was still problem with wanting United fans wanting to change the ownership of the club, and there were issues with facilities have to be developed and what have you. But when the result on the pitch of play was grinding enough, you realize that the whole aura around United was changing. I mean, you have Reguilon on the bench and you play Lindelof in that position, and oh goodness, what's that? What's that? Erik ten Hag, what's that? You call the shot. It's about positioning on the pitch of play. It's about who plays what position to augment what we want to do. And if the person is not serving well in that role, you have the balls. You are the big man. You are the one who calls what have you to change it. Yes, the officiating official was not really 100% yesterday, not even 90. But United would have to play some solid, good football. And they are not doing that at the moment. And who is to be blamed? Is the coach. United players are rubbish. The coach's decision making is rubbish. The everything about the club is rubbish now. It's rubbish. It's just rubbish because it's clear. That's the hard truth. We have to face it. We have to face it, and it seems not to be working. And there's a Champions League, and the competition is even a lot for Manchester United now. It seems the competition is a lot. They need to just be in the league, concentrate on the league, and try and deliver in the league. Because do these guys train? Do they train? Oh, look at Ten Hag. He seemed not organized. He seemed shocked at what's happening. He seemed nothing is going to work. His body language seemed to tell it's not working. It's not going to work. What's happening with Manchester United? Please, kindly subscribe to this page. I just have to end it here. I mean, it's just the same problems on repeat, isn't it? Subscribe to the page, share the link, and I'll come your way with another video. It's just sad, isn't it? It's so sad. It's sad. This Manchester United, I've never seen before in my life.